Well, here we go. The last one ever. Hello there YouTube, and welcome back to the last ever Torchwood Tuesday. I am Davros and I'm Hoovian, and today I am reviewing Torchwood Exit Wounds. So this is the 13th episode of Series 2 of Torchwood, where in the aftermath of the previous episode, Fragments, Jack and the team go to find Jack's brother Gray and stop Captain John Hart, played by James Marsters, from causing all kinds of chaos in Cardiff. And that's exactly what he does. And then Jack finds his brother Gray, only to find that he is evil because of the horrors he experienced when those creatures took him, that separated him and his brother many years ago as children. And Jack understands why Gray did what he did and forgives him after we discover that in the 1900s Jack got dug up, because they go back to like 2,000 years in the past where Cardiff will one day be. Gray kills him even though he can't die, buries him, and then in the 1900s Torchwood dig him up. He explains all that he needs to be frosted in the morgue, and he will wake up in 100 years' time. And then that's when Gray finds him and forgives him. And of course, the team have to deal with other scenarios going off in all of Cardiff, where the weevils are roaming the streets, strange aliens are about, and the team have to stop them. Plus, a nuclear power plant is about to explode, and the radiation can be contained when Owen stops it, but gets trapped and can't get out. And Tosh also gets shot in the stomach, and she is also dying. And we say an emotional farewell to them too, Tosh and Owen, and Yanto, Gwen, and Jack all have to do what Jack says. Where he says the end is where we start from. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes about this one. First of all, the likes. I liked our team in this: John Barrowman, Myles, Naoko Mori, or whatever her name is, Gorman, and Gareth David-Lioyd. And I also love James Marsters in this. James Marsters I always knew as Spike from the series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and in his role as Spike he always stole the show in his episodes, and in this he also did as well. I don't know, I like Captain John. He's just so sleazy and I don't know what it is. He's like one of those villains that you just can't hate. Even though he doesn't turn out to be a villain, he actually turns out to be under the control of Jack's brother Gray, who is the real menace behind it all, which I thought was a good twist, because when I first saw that, I didn't see it coming, but it did. So, and also, John wants to redeem himself by helping the team stop Gray. And of course they do, and yeah, Jack knocks out Gray and makes him and keeps him contained, and doesn't want to kill him, for there has been enough death. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, the likes. Well, I've already said that I'm already on the likes, aren't I? I've just told you the plot. Yeah, I mean, I liked, Captain John. I also liked that we had some aliens in this. We had the Weevils back in this, and we also had a Hoyks in it. Now, the Hoyks is an alien that first appeared in Doctor Who in the episode Love and Monsters, and this creature appeared again in Torchwood. I thought, it's that, I know that creature, the Hoiks. So I thought, I got right excited when I saw it. So I thought, enough of reason to show that it's still in the Doctor Who universe. And I also liked the performances that everyone gave. John Barrowman as Captain Jack, and Eve Myles as Gwen, and Gareth David-Lioyd as Owen. But Naoko, whatever her name is, who played Tosh, and Owen, their final performances were just brilliant. Especially Toshiko, how she portrayed her character in her final moments when she's been shot and is dying, and she's too weak to get to the computers and free Owen, and Owen's trapped, and they both know that their time is limited, and they both confess feelings for one another, and they put up such a powerful performance in those moments, especially Tosh, and she was so good at that performance that she did the whole thing in one take when filming that scene, and it was just so emotional and so sad to see them go. And that's apparently one of the downfalls of Torchwood. When you work for Torchwood, you don't make it past 35, and I just thought this was so sad and emotional. I just remember watching it and thinking, no, I don't want him to go. But in the end, Owen, at first being scared of dying again, he thought, he's going to be brave. And I like to think, in fact, no, I know that those two finally got together, finally found each other in the end. And I like to think in the next life, they found each other and they were together. That's what I like to think, because they were the couple that never was. And, we always watched every week to see if will they or won't they. And I like to think they did in the end. It was such a sad ending for the series, but like Jack said, the end is where we start from. So I love the performances in this. I also like the character of Gray, Jack's brother. He was evil and kind of had a bit of a justifiable motive. I get it when he wanted to take things out on Jack, but taking it all out on Cardiff, the city he loves, I thought, nah. And, I kind of think towards the end, he sort of started behaving like a spoilt brat, because, Jack was alive and Jack forgave him and gave him absolution, and at the end of it, he wasn't grateful. He was being a spoilt brat, and Jack, he didn't want to do it, but of course Gray left him no choice. I like that as well. The relation between them two, how one brother survived and stayed good, however the other one got took by these creatures, which we never know what they are, what they look like, these creatures that took him as a kid. All we know that he was surrounded by corpses praying to become one, but in the end never did, and he went insane, which I kind of was, justifiable. But this was a great explosive finale and a great emotional send-off for two beloved characters in the series. I don't have anything to dislike about this episode. It was entertaining throughout. We got some references to Doctor Who there, we got some action, we got some romance, we got some sadness, and this was a very powerful finale. And I sometimes even I still find it a bit emotional to watch now, the ending, especially with the fate of Tosh and Owen, but I was actually hoping at the end of series 2 for another Doctor Who reference like we got at the end of series 1, but no. But I do think that this finale did follow on into the series 4 finale with the Daleks, which I have reviewed already, the Stolen Earth and Journey's End. Anyway, Torchwood, Exit Wounds, brilliantly done episode. This for me, and because it's the last ever Torchwood Tuesday, this for me gets a 5 out of 5 for Torchwood, Exit Wounds. So that has been my Torchwood Tuesday, the last ever Torchwood Tuesday, and that has been my review on Exit Wounds. Have you seen this episode? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are down below in the description, so be sure to check all that out. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been Torchwood Tuesday. And yeah, it is the end of, well, my spin-offs in my spin-off series review of Doctor Who, Torchwood. So yeah, you can watch the entire playlist on my channel. And yeah, I want to thank everyone who's took the time to watch this series, Torchwood Tuesday. It's been fun doing it, but of course, like Jack said, the end is where we start from. So, until next time, run for your life.